That's another thing I eventually need to do is change the thumbnail, because apparently you are actually not supposed to have naughty words in the names of your YouTube thumbnails, even if it's not for kids. Which they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. And I mean, to be fair, that thumbnail is quite funny. I don't think it informs on the stream at all. But at least we have that. I guess I don't need to hide anything here. I'm just going to check out where our stream is. Make sure there's sound on. Appears as though there is sound on. That's good. That's a start. As you can tell, we're returning to the band known as Yui810, as the title implies. I'm gonna just go on. I don't think I need to hide anything that's on my Twitter. Well, I don't know if anybody's just gonna share like porn or something. I do have Osaka Gaming in the who to follow list, so we don't really know what's going to happen here. Now streaming for old forum posts. I remember to tweet this time. You're welcome. I think that's all working. Yeah, it's the right stream and everything. Okay, so as promised, I said earlier this week that on Friday we were going to be returning to the old man known as Yui810. As always, this is our fourth or fifth stream of Yui810. So I mean, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry, you should have seen the other stuff, because I'm not explaining it. And I mean, we're cold opening this on Hitler Was Right. So, honestly, you might just not even need an introduction. You can kind of infer what's going on here based on what's said. But yeah, this is me from 2009. So I would have been in 4th grade, for context. And they're old posts that I made when I was in 4th grade, and they are wackily unhinged. Did I pronounce that right? Wackily? Is that even a word? Whatever. We're going to go down the list. I feel like we found the pattern here. And I still have the light on, by the way. I guess I could address this. I still have the light that I added it in last time, because otherwise my face was all black and gray and shadowy. But holy shit, is it so bright? And my eyes feel like they're burning, even though it's not directly in my face. I may need to do something about that at some point in the stream. But for right now, I'm looking over at this monitor, not at this monitor, and hopefully that'll make it at least a little bit better. So this is my World War II phase. I remember we left off at this, and I had played the Band of Brothers RPG, which is the World War II game I made with a lot of soul. To be fair, it had a lot of soul. I also have a coffee. It's a bonus coffee stream. It's not Monday, but hey, you know what? Any day's a good day for a coffee. Except I probably should have saved it. This is the cold coffee, and I probably should have saved it for when I actually need it on Mondays. But nah, who cares about that? I said a thing about Lord Nathan Quit, who's some fucking loser. Who cares? Some guy who I didn't make quit. I'm just saying that. But I mean, I say a lot of things. I can't do the light. I'm sorry. My eyes are watering. I'm not kidding. I need to turn this up or something. God. Oh, that was awful. Okay, is that enough light? I have to like refresh my eyes. Oh, Jesus. Is that enough light? It's enough light. No, my face is still. Okay, good. I'm gonna count this. Hold on. Let me straighten it up a little bit more. And let me bring it closer too. But like out of my face. It's a soft light. It's a soft light. That's the whole point. See, there's a little bit of shadow, but it's a soft light. It's a soft light. That's what's important. I can't have that thing directly in my face, or else I'm going to be just like crying the entire stream. I'm already going to be crying reading some of this shit. So I might as well do it. I would like to have some control. Oh, by the way, the reason I know the names Ural, Siberia, North Europe, Mongolia, Irkutsk, and Kamchatka is because those are Risk names. Those are the names on the Risk map. If you ever played the board game Risk, that's what those areas are called. Oh, I'm playing. Oh, I say I'm playing Risk. I thought I meant that. For some reason, I thought I meant that like serious, like that was a World War II historical fact. Which I mean, honestly, at this point, I might as well have assumed. But okay, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Does anybody respond to this? Why did I make this thread? Oh no. So I keep updated. So I'm playing this by myself in my room with a board game of Risk. I don't know what the rules of a realistic Risk is. I have no idea what that is. But I'm just telling everybody how this works, and then they keep asking if it's a board game or something, or if it's online. But I didn't explain anything. And so nobody knew how to do it. It's a board game. I'm playing it at home. Play Risk Halo Wars. Cool. Okay, not much on that, Fred. I wonder what will be this day. Oh, did we see the jam post yet? I guess we didn't, right? The one about the dragons? Maybe that will be the killer post of this stream. It might be. I'll have to explain that context when we get there. Oh, and also, as usual, it's going to be an hour and 30 stream. I'm going to try and keep Friday streams at an hour 30, if I can. Unless it's like a special event of some kind. Oh, no, this is going to be the killer. This is going to be the killer thread of this stream. Of this entire hour and 30 minutes, and we are 7 minutes in. We are going to be on this thread for the next hour and 23 minutes. I am not fucking kidding. This shit has layers. This is the Dostoevsky of my old Roblox forum posts, okay? There is so much going on here. There's so many levels of literary analysis that you can make about this thread. I didn't know we were going to get there this early. I could have sworn the Jam and Aze and Dragonkin post was like way earlier than this. But, I mean, we're already here, so I might as well talk about this. And it's now fitting that I know that this happened during the World War II era, because this is kind of the same sort of thing. So, context. I've talked about this in previous streams, but I'll refresh everybody on this one at least, because this one is pretty esoteric. In the old days of Roblox, there were these things called clan wars, and clan wars worked a lot differently than they would, say, clan wars in RuneScape or clan wars in World of Warcraft. Because of the way Roblox is structured, it's all individual games, right? So there is no official game mechanic, PvP mechanic in the game. There is no official guild wars or clan wars system. So it's all stuff that people make up on their own. Because of this, the clan war system in Roblox back in the day reflected kind of a bunch of armchair general elementary schoolers, where there would be these fictional maps, and the fictional maps would represent different clans and their per se locations on a real world map. So we might say that Fort Bumfuck is right here and Fort Jimmy John's is right here, okay? And they're like in these areas. And what would happen is that you would raid, and they would be places, right? So they would be like a given game, a given place. What you would do is you would raid one of those forts, one of those places, and if for some arbitrary amount of time you were able to hold it, to stay inside the fort, occupy it, and hold it for a given amount of time, then you could say that you won that battle. It was all very sort of esoteric. There was no official principles behind any of it, but that's essentially how it worked. And occasionally what you would get is you would get all of the big Roblox groups would all come together in a single clan war, much like a world war per se, which is why the World War II part fits here. I start this post with the title, "Can you say World Robloxian Clan War 1? Subject: Note to the mods, this war was declared yesterday, July 18th, 2009. There's a rule on the Clans and Guilds forum that say you cannot make threads declaring war on someone else, which is very funny, by the way. Yep, they have drawn the lines, the war to end all wars, and change Roblox forever." I fucked up the formatting on this, but fortunately I remember what the sides are. It's funny, I said allies for me and Axis for me. Like, I'm calling the other people Nazis, but I'm like acknowledging that I'm calling them Nazis. So the good guys, the good boys, are the 24th Legion, which is my clan, which consists of 2 people. REF, which I think is a real pretty popular group at this time. Elite Wing, parentheses, amazingly they accepted. I don't know what the context of this is. Elite Wing is like an old Roblox clan. I don't think they were around during this time, so I don't know why I said that. Swarm, I'm pretty sure this is just some dude who in a previous thread I asked him if he wanted to be part of this war, and he said yes. On the fascist Nazi side, who are a bunch of racists and bigots, we have the X101 First, who is a big clan, same size as REF. That's where the Lord Nathan guy that I mentioned in that previous post, he's from this one. He's from that one. Flyboys, I definitely just made that up to make the sides even. Umbrella Corp, I think this is real, actually, maybe. Obviously, it's a Resident Evil reference, but I think there actually is a real clan at this point called Umbrella Corp. But I could be wrong on that. That could also be another name that I made up. But mostly this is just REF and X101 First. The other ones aren't important at all. And anyway. Oh, and I actually fixed the formatting later, but I mean I already told you what all those are. So for the first battle started today, July 19th, 2009 at 1 o'clock, just 1 o'clock, when REF and the 24th Legion units attacked Outpost Sumter. So that's what I was talking about from before, where you would have a place or a game that was labeled as an outpost that existed on some sort of fictional imaginary map, and you would attack that place and you would try and hold it, is how this game system worked. Now for 3 whole days, we'll have to face an onslaught of 100 men and 5 officers. Read Lord Nathan's profile for more information. That's probably just some shit I made up. The Lord Nathan guy probably just said he was really mad and upset that we attacked him and that he was going to say bad things about us again. Yeah, it's an us versus them thing to this day. The fucking Nazis are still after us. I have to be careful with my language. And I think that's supposed to be UNSC because it's supposed to be a Halo reference. Is our ally too? That group is real, I think. There'll be some support, whatever. This just in, Shadow Warriors joined allies. I think the way that I got all these clan names in was either I was reading other people's threads, or I was literally just going into like building places and asking if they wanted to team up, and if the person said yes, I just made up a name for them and I added them to this list. This is a good line. So this is Near Miss TFW, which if you are like the 2 people who watched this who actually have played Roblox for a historical amount of time, this is a big guy, right? This guy is to this day a video game developer who works for Roblox. I think he makes sim games, so he makes like airplane games and stuff. But back in the day, quite embarrassingly for him, He was a very, very big Roblox clan person. And he ran what is called the Roblox Coalition, which was essentially this fake United Nations sort of thing. And that involved REF. Oh, and Elite Wing. So I guess Elite Wing was actually officially a part of this. They had a big, I guess, like a fake NATO. Like I said before, this is like all armchair general stuff, right? So it's all just like made up, like it worked the same way. It worked less like RuneScape Clan Wars or like a PvP game, and it worked a lot more like a like Total War, like Paradox Interactive, Grand Strategy, weird bullshit garbage. But people believed it and people played it, and it was all made up, right? There was no real in-game rules or system for how this worked. It was just, that's how this happened. Anyway, this post is very funny because, and I still don't understand why, but at the time, I didn't understand what he was saying. Like, I didn't know enough English to understand what this guy said, which is really weird because it's a kind of a basic sentence. So I don't really, because I remember very fondly about like I literally like I read this sentence. There was one other case I think in a previous stream where we talked about like I had like very poor reading comprehension because I was like 4th grade, 3rd grade, but I read this post. I remember reading this post like 5 times and I couldn't figure out what he was saying. So my response was, most likely. And I still don't know why REC hasn't said anything yet, which is a completely made up filler term and also doesn't make any sense with what he's saying. I don't know why I said this. He's clearly saying that he will back up his members as part of his group, and I just say most likely because I literally could not comprehend what he was saying, even though it's a very basic English sentence. But I thought it was funny. Anyway. God, it's 7 o'clock and they're still fighting. This thread goes places, by the way. So this is a slow start, I know. Trust me, this thread goes fucking whack job. It goes slappy. Let me tell you. There's a reason I refer to this as the Dostoevsky of Roblox forum posts. Okay, this shit goes wacko. So it's like, okay, there's the Empire of Larkson, which, like I said, it's just a guy. It's probably just him. It's probably no one else. We would also like to be permanent allies with the 24th Legion. Unfortunately, he does not know that is just me and no one else. I ask, how strong are you? I give him a minute to answer, and he doesn't, and so I say, sure, I'll join you. He asks if I want to go sack a base. I say, sure. And I say, hello, I'm at the outpost. It's a slow burn. It's slow burn Kino, okay? Slow burn Kino. I left. There's this guy. I don't remember this guy. See, this is the good thing about coming back to these threads every couple of years. There's a guy who appears to be in a Union Civil War soldier outfit holding a katana who says, I shall proceed and begin phase 3 of my clan's operations. Other than that, I shall join this in Roblox Clan War 1. It's a interesting character. This guy says this will not change Roblox. It's just another killing spree. Like, guy, we're like killing people in a video game. Like, maybe some people are like getting like spawn killed and shit. I don't know. You just fucking respawn, bro. What are you talking about? I say, LOL, guys. A 101 first came, killed me, and left. That means I won. You do know that when RDF attacked and took 2nd recruit center for a day, there were only 13 people, 3 defending and 10 trying to take it back. There were X101 first. Oh, so this guy's pro X101. Basically, he's pro-fascist. That's what we've learned about this. He hates Jewish people. The Meta Squadron will help the Allies. No fucking idea what that means. I say thank you for the support, I guess. I believe the Allies will have an undeniable victory. So it's slow burn, right? Slow burn. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't you worry. There's 15 pages. Okay, we're gonna get there. Okay, where were we? Okay, yeah. So this is another post by Near Miss, who I'm glad that he's using my thread for some fucking reason. The Roblox Coalition will be launching another Counter-Strike in about 30 minutes in order to get the X-101 first out of Allied territory. Like I said, very grand strategy, armchair general shit. If you'd like to join the attack force, please gather your troops and meet here for a briefing. I was there for that briefing. I remember it very fondly. He gives some quote for some reason. This guy says Poner Corp will back up the 24th Legion. Good to hear. Well, yeah, we can always use Poner Corp as an ally. He referred. I'm impressed that I was able to convince this guy that the 24th Legion was like a real group, because it's not. It's just me. But even he's saying that it's and he got rid of some people, I think. Oh no. He's saying Roblox Coalition, so that includes REF and Elite Wing. I think that's how that works. Oh, he also mentioned Flyboys, which is just not real. That one I remember very fondly. I just made that up to even the sides. That's not real. 100%. I remember that one. I said your own killed me because when I first got in, they started spawn killing me, but eventually they let me in. Anyone want to hire a mercenary to help win their battles? I'll fight for anyone. By the way, this is my alt. PM me when you have battles. Could you just join one? Try to PM Voluminator. His clan is at war with Umbrella Coop. Interesting. Yeah, so we actually did go for... And to be fair, this was pretty fun. This is pretty fun, right? So what you would do is you would go into this big server. There'd be the 2 or 3 leaders stand up at the top. They're like, okay, guys, we're going to go to this place, this place, and this place. You guys go with him. You guys go with him. It's like very, like I said, armchair general. And then you go out to these places and you attack them and you siege them. It's all a lot of fun, actually. These are easy to make fun of, but it was actually quite a soulful time in video game history. Yui, I'm joined. I think this is just a friend I had on Roblox. I don't think he even knew about clans until I told him about this. Yui, I'm joining you back with my clan 3FS. I'll take the spot back. I'm tired of the X-101 first treating me like dirt. The 3FS has joined the 24th Legion. I got a big clan by that. I got a lot of clout. That really worked out for me. On hold. Okay, there's 15. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out the number of allies. There's 15 allies, 16. Okay, got it. Here is where things get interesting. I told you, it's slow burn, okay? Slow burn. But we finally hit it. There is a person who refers to themselves as Demon King 124 who comes into my thread and suddenly realizes that something is wrong. Dude, this is the second. A few weeks ago, X-101 first declared war on all clans, and then there was an epic war with all clans. Clans attacked X-101 first a lot, and still are. So this isn't even a Roblox World War yet. You're saying that my thread title is wrong. That's big shit. Because that's the whole reason Near Miss came. That's the whole reason all these clan leaders have come. It's because they think that this is Roblox Clan War 1. Or Roblox Clan World War, whatever. Fucking who cares. But he's saying it's not the real World War. He's saying it's not the real World War. And that's a big problem. So I come in, I say, well, it is now. Fair enough. He responds, Explain how. There was a huge raid and war going on already between all clans now. Most clans have allied with each other, which is making the war longer and longer with all the members in one group of allied clans. You have like 7 or 8 clans, maybe. That's not even close to a world war on Roblox. Actually, I'm just realizing I don't understand what this guy is saying, because he's saying that this is a world war, right? There's a huge raid and war going on between all clans now, but I think that we're talking about the same war, aren't we? It's the same thing. So this is the World War clan. So he's not even disagreeing with me, actually, but I guess I thought he did. And I respond immediately with stop ruining the thread. And here's where things begin to go off the rails. Because once again, my critical weakness has been caught. My unending hubris. That is, it killed me in the college threads. It killed me in the Hickian threads. It killed me. Well, I guess it didn't really affect me in the Carthaginian threads. I guess nobody really bothered to even understand what the fuck I was talking about there. But yet, once again, in this world Roblox, and it's so weird because Lord knows I didn't understand what this guy was talking about when he wrote this, and that's why I said stop ruining the thread. He's agreeing with me. So this whole conflict that's about to start for the next 13 or so pages is based on this, but technically this is just a slight misconvenience. This is like, we're talking about the same thing. I could have just said, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're talking about the same thing. Like you know, maybe it's not necessarily the same clan war, but it's like the continuation of that one is probably part of this. Like, I could have just said that, and it would have been fine, and we would just continue the thread like usual, but I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said stop ruining the thread, and here we go. So, Demon King comes back. He says, you mean ruining a thread about something not true? There can't be Robloxian World Wars going on, so you're going to have to hold this one up until the first one of the X101 first is done. That doesn't make any sense. This guy doesn't make any sense either. What the fuck is he talking about? That it's the same thing. Motherfucker, you said that one started like a week ago. It's probably the same goddamn war. The fuck are you saying? What are these two disagreeing on? And then I say, please stop. That's supposed to be R. There are 7 major clans in this battle. Depends how much major it is. And here I go, making up numbers again. There's 652 clans in battle right now, and 19 clans are in the same war, which is us. So I think I'm saying that in all of Roblox, there are 652 clans that are fighting each other, which is, of course, made up bullshit. I mean, you know this at this point. And there are 19 clans in this specific war and 7 major clans, which, like I said, they're talking about the same thing. Like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same damn thing. This guy's talking about a war of an X101 first. You're talking about a war of an X101 first. Because you put together the brain thoughts, the patterns, and say, like, oh, you're talking about the same damn thing. This guy's talking about something from a week ago. Of course it's the same shit. Anyway, I said that. And Nearmiss comes back in the thread, and unfortunately he is no longer on my side. He says, a world war requires more than one side, which is... Wait, what? Okay, let me finish this. A world war requires more than one side. It can't be a world war if it's just X101 first versus all, when all isn't a unified group. Here we have 2 unified groups fighting, not one group versus anyone else on... Oh, so he's actually still agreeing with me at this point. That doesn't make any fucking sense, though. But, I mean, okay. That's like a weird semantics, but at least he's still on my team. Please just leave this thread. This is a straightforward topic, and you're going off it. That was directed, of course, towards Demon King. Thank you, Nearmiss, because he's still on my side, it appears. Demon King goes over his explanation again, please do, because I still don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. I hate having to explain this over and over again. X-101 first declared war on all clans, which is every clan involved as you understand, but with this, they have broke allies, and allies have been on their side too. About half the clans are in this, because it's a war, of course, and X-101 first is a clan of nightmare. Plus, with this, clans have been going back and forth and all over this war. They have been on their own side, and they have been with other sides. It's the First World War. This isn't even 2 yet. I think I understand this guy's point less now that you've said it. But that's what the name of the thread is, right? It says World Robloxian Clan War 1. It's the first one, so it's probably the same fucking thing. Nobody's saying it's 2. Which is weird, because it's so interesting that I could have been on the right side of this. I'm just a fucking nutjob crazy person. And I start going on about completely unrelated things. Even though this actually doesn't really make that much sense. You actually could say this guy is wrong very easily. But anyway, it's allies, REF, 21 Force Legion versus Axis, the Nazis, anti-Semitics, everything. X-101 First, Umbrella Corp, and Flyboys, which is still made up. Also, I'm not actually that clear on what you're saying. Honestly, me neither. Me too, Yui810, me too. And I thought people were smart enough to understand complex things. Let me go explain again. When X-101 first attacks, it was a huge clan war. So it's Clan War 1. It's the World Clan War, the Roblox Clan, whatever, 1. When this happened, allies were formed and broken, and some clans choose to fight for themselves. So it's a world war by a semantic change. It's just any war that involves the world of a given group. Seems like it's a world war. Okay. Here's an example of what mean with a few names of clans. Let's say X-101 first attack REF like they're doing now. Then another clan like Elite Wing attacked X-101 first, and then Elite Wing got attacked by REF, and those 3 got into a war. So it's 3-sided, which, fair. Then another clan came in and attacked all 3, so while those 3 were at war with each other, they were also at war with this other clan. It's still a world war. That's still how that works, but it's not like that's gonna go past me. Absolutely. I don't fucking understand any of that, but that's fine. I say, oh yeah, like I understand a fucking single word that motherfucker said. But you need to be updated. First, it was just REF versus X-101 first. And by the way, I have no idea what the fuck these guys are talking about, or if any of it's true, because this happened. How many years ago was this? Okay, I can't even do the math. That's like more than 10 years, right? That's like 14 years, I want to say. This happened 14 years ago. Of course I don't fucking remember any of this. Then on the 18th, the 24th Legion, which is just me, joined allies of REF, and then the 24th Legion allies and the 24th Legion were at war. By making a defensive pact with REF, this is such a weird armchair general shit. By making a defensive pact with REF, we were forced into war against X-101 first, which were thought to be our allies from everyone. What? But we betrayed them and joined REF. Our enemies decided to help X-101 first. Elite Wing made the choose of picking the newly formed allies, which was a big shock. The rest of the clans against X-101 first aren't in the war because they were fighting against X-101 first only. Okay, so this is a different side of war in comparison to all that sort of thing, which I don't think it needs to be necessarily. I mean, they count the Finnish Russian War is part of World War One or World War Two. Where the fuck was I on this? They're talking about a completely different thing. Oh, really? You're talking about the RDF and X-101 First War, which started 2 weeks before July 18th. That's the only sentence that I understood. That one post, like 50 posts back, was the only one I understood. It ended when we joined the REF. It's such a weird semantical argument. Also, the X-101 First Resistance War, all those other clans, was started 5 days ago before the X-101 First Clan. Now, do you understand, or do I have to say the whole 2 paragraphs again? I'm going back and doing the explaining. Wow, I thought people could understand complex things to him now. Demon, let me explain it like it is. Near Miss is still on my side here, which is interesting. Spoiler alert, he will betray me at some point, but this is where we're at here. Japan attacks World War Pearl Harbor. The U.S. fights back. Britain over there sees that the U.S. is fighting Japan because Japan spawn killed their troops at Pearl Harbor. It's a weird. Okay, doesn't bother allying with the U.S. Germany sees that the U.S., Britain, and Japan are fighting, so they go ahead and declare war on everyone. Okay, so it's the They heard that the Japanese were being noobs and spawn killing everyone. That's what you're saying. World War I is. That's how World War II went. We'd all be speaking German or Japanese. Okay, I don't really understand that. This is like a weird semantical argument. I just want to get to the part where I start crying. That, by the way, that one guy in one of my comments who says I would like to see more crying compilations. These are the episodes for you. Let me tell you. You don't understand at all. I'm not reading this. This is fucking stupid. Yeah, posted. Right, it's a big war. RDF was an enemy. So I guess Blue Dragon, whatever. Yui, your post is wrong. I'm talking about the war before that. Okay, and then this is where Near Miss throws me under the wagon because he finally agrees that there are 2 world wars. The first is whatever the fuck this is, and then the second one is the one that's going on here. And then this guy comes in and says that the Allies are Meta Squadron, Anti-Noob Clan, Poner Corp, the 24th Legion versus everybody else, which is funny. I don't know what the Sons of Shadows guy said. Apparently, he put a lot of posts in here, and all of them got content deleted. So I don't know what any of them said. Okay, I say, hey, let's call your war something, and my war is called something else. As a peace treaty, I guess. I was originally just REF and no coalition. Once EU joined allies, there was a coalition. Then the what the fuck? Coalition allies of Robloxia and GRC, Great Robloxian Coalition joined allies. Both definitely names I made up. And in other news, Imperium joins Axis, 5 other clans join Axis, 10 other clans, including RSF, join allies. That's more made up stuff I made up, probably. Down to 2 minutes. Yui, look at my post. That's how it started. Oh, holy shit, I almost glazed over this. I'm saying that the X101 First has 200,000 people in it. I am so used to this number crunching bullshit that I just kind of glazed over that because I just assumed it was fictional. X101 First has about 800 members, and honestly, even that is generous. There's not that many people on Roblox. It's probably like, this whole thing was probably like 50 people in total. The UC probably has around 100, so that's, I guess, a coalition 750 or so from our allies. Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, I meant to say that Roblox Coalition isn't the biggest thing. Ooh, yikes. Saying that directly to the man who runs Roblox Coalition. Then I do more of that number stuff. More of the number massaging. I say that the fascist right-wing racists have 233,980 members in the Axis clans, and the Allies have 877,994 members in all 45 Ally clans, which means we're winning. Smiley face. I always wondered if there was some logic to how I made up these numbers, or if I really just made up these numbers and there was no logic in there whatsoever. Like, did I just pound my keyboard a couple of random times, or did I actually think about, here's a bunch of names on here. I feel like I've seen this person a lot, so maybe that counts as like 10,000 people. I don't know. Or to be more generous to me, maybe I was extrapolating this like it was a real war. Because if there was a real war with real people, then a battle between 200,000 people and 800,000 people would actually be rather realistic, right? So maybe, to be generous for the first time ever across any of these streams, to the man named Yui810, to be generous to him, maybe the reason that he's massaging this numbers is to add a little bit of creativity and narrative to the mix, to make this seem as though it was a real war, because that's what the fictional roleplay standard is trying to say. Of course, that's not what he says at all. And numerous face palms. This one's right here is an iconic exchange, an extremely iconic exchange. Demon King says, LOL, I think near miss isn't getting through to anyone, but I understand. I once again read that post when I was a child 5 times and could not understand what he said. So I just said, thank you, Demon King. I assume what I thought is that when he said, I understand, he's saying that he understood my post, was maybe what I thought there. And when he said that near miss isn't getting through to anyone, he really meant like he's not getting through to understanding what I said. Maybe to once again be very fucking generous. Or maybe I'm just illiterate, and that's as simple as this. I said, thank you, Demon King. He says, LOL, no problem. You fucking moron. Suckered. I could have easily been, like, scammed out of all my money when I was a child. I'm surprised nothing ever happened. Well, I didn't have any money. But I mean, like Robux. Like fictional, digital money. I could have been scammed out of all of it. Nobody ever did. It's, like, so easy. You could have easily have done it. What the fuck were you guys thinking? Okay, so we have a bunch of privates. True, I've never seen a private rank up. You use free models. Oh, okay, so Near Miss comes back and he says the facepalm was because Yui thinks there's hundreds of thousands of clan goers on Roblox. There's only like 3,000. Once again, very generous, honestly. I would say like 500. Like 500 maximum at this point. But he's saying 3,000. Oh, and I guess, okay, so for more context for you people who might actually really play Roblox for real, you know that there was a group system in place where you can make groups, and those groups have numbers assigned to them, where it says, like, the exact number of members who are in that group. And you might be wondering why we don't just look at those numbers to figure all this out. This is before that feature was in the game. So all of these groups, these do not exist officially in any capacity. That's why I'm able to say that I'm a member of the 24th Legion, even though there is no one in the 24th Legion. I'm able to say that because there is no official group system. Tag GIF says there's not even there's not even 1.1 million players on Roblox. Don't you remember the millionth player only happened 4 months ago? And it took about 3 or 4 years just to get 1 million. And my answer is, I'm fantasizing, okay? Isn't this the same response? Isn't this the same response that I said for... Hold on, let me take a picture of this first. Isn't this the same response I gave to something in the other thread? The Flextrita one? Didn't I say this also here? I don't know, I don't remember. Take as a point, there's no way there's that many players in this battle. We only fight because we attacked. Oh yes, stuff like that. I guess I left the thread for a while. Oh no, I made a bunch of comments that are neutral. And then Yui810 comes in. So if you thought Demon King was the major problem here, no, you're wrong. Yui810 is who really gets under my skin with all this. And he actually disagrees with somebody else. I don't know who Maker is. I actually didn't see anyone who's named Maker, but he disagrees with someone else. He starts explaining his own war. I say he's wrong. You should have read the 4th page where we finally made a piece on this. See, this guy's just stirring up trouble. This Vader guy is just stirring up trouble. This is his problem. He's just trying to stir up trouble. I say he's wrong because he needs to read that upper thread. Then he comes back and says, "What are you talking about?" No, really. True. People like you make some useless threads when everybody knows it happens. You really don't need to tell the obvious, and before you make up stories, you should get your facts right. True. The truest thing anybody has ever said to Yui810 so far, and now you know why he's about to go fucking crazy. Because this is pretty. Now that I read this for probably like the 4th time the past like 10 years, this is pretty much what I've been saying for this stream. That's what this is. This is pretty much word for word. Like, what are you talking about? 90% of the posts I read, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy saying? You make useless threads that make no sense. I agree. None of these make any fucking sense. And you always make up stories and need to get your facts right. Hallelujah. This guy gets it. This is Yui810 guy. This guy might just be me from the future talking to myself and trying to get me to snap out of it. Honestly. It is finally time that we take down this Yui810 cretin once and for all. I'm with you, Yui810. I think we need to get rid of this motherfucker right here and right now before he starts infesting everything else. But unfortunately, he fails because I make many more posts after this. However, in this exchange, I say, fuck, I thought your stupid dissonance was gone weeks ago. Which is weird, because this is posted on July 21st, and his last post was on July 21st. So, weeks? Now we're suffering from time dilation? What is this? I just lived in my own fantasy world. This Yui810 guy is trying to wake me up. I'm with him. I've switched sides officially. I'm no longer with Yui810. Fuck everything nice I said about him earlier in this stream. I'm going with Yui810 on this one, okay? He says, "Are you talking to me?" I say, "Well, I was." He just says ... Man, did we have an exchange before? I remember it's not from the threads that I remember seeing. And from what I remember historically, this is the first time I ever talked to Yui810. Of course, we would end up having... This is one of the many rivalries that I would have with people. And in fact, I think Yui810 is the main rivalry that I had on Clans and Guilds. I don't think Near Miss ever remembered who I was. I don't think the Demon King guy ever really came back to anything, so he wasn't important. It's the Yui810 guy. The Yui810 guy and me were big fucking rivals in the Roblox clan world. And this exchange is why. He's trying to get me to wake up. Oh, he actually just kind of leaves. Where's the next one? Oh, yeah, Vader10 says, okay, list. If you want to join the allies, put your name on the list. I think it's okay. So we're redrawing the names, I guess. Don't worry, we're still going with it. We're still going. Strong, I'm former elite wing. I should know. Oh, Demon King and I have apparently made up. Now, we are now friends. And now all of my anger have gone towards Vader 10 specifically. No, the siege ended yesterday, I think. This is why I have no weapons in my place. If I did, I'd make VIP rooms for all the members. Not those dumb code doors. But the code doors are soul. If you have to pay money for it, then you don't get the point, Vader 10. Okay? Fuck you. I'm switching sides back to Yui810. Fuck you for saying code doors are worthless. That's the whole point of the game. Because the idea is that you have to let other people win, or else there's no war, right? You have to be able to like have other people like take over the base. I have so many. By the way, 2814. That is the code for the Rat Recruitment Center back in 2010. I still have some of these code doors I've memorized off the top of my head. But one of my new generals, I guess this guy is a leader or something, who knows. Also, epic title change. He probably called me like a noob. Title. Can you say Yui810 is a noob? It's probably what it says. I'm just guessing. And then Nirmis says Yui isn't in the coalition. By the way, I've officially been betrayed by Nirmis, which is weird because it seems like. I mean, they're still using my thread. I made this fucking. You guys go make your own thread, okay? Why are you coming in here saying I'm not a part of the coalition? Saying that I'm some rando. You make your own damn thread. Stop using my thread. You gotta pay rent to be here, okay? Fuck you. Then there's a bunch of other shit. I say that my coalition is not their ally. Vader 10 comes back and says, Yui, you're real dumb. The allies are the rebellion against X101 First, Umbrella Corp, etc. Which is me, or whatever. The Axis, or whatever you would like to call them, are the empires. The coalition isn't a clan. It's a bunch of clans put into one. So the leader clan of the allies is the coalition, even though not everybody is in it. Nirmis is, you could say, is the president of the allies. I mean, that makes sense. Whatever. Oh, I'm not fighting him anymore. Oh, the coalition is no longer in this war. None of it is, not even REF. You've changed it from the coalition. X101 First disputes to the rebellion against the X101 First. That's not what it is. Good day. This whole thing is just weird semantics. I don't know what you just said, but there's fighting a niche. No one will join you. Dope. Yeah, we have 44. I guess 44 members, maybe? How many do you have? And then they made they made a ceasefire, and I was very upset about the ceasefire because I was still fighting in the war, even though they said that there was a ceasefire. These two are having an exchange, and I don't care because I'm not involved in it. And evil can still break through? What the fuck are these people talking about? That's Roblox. Forget the children, we are men. Parentheses, everybody in this thread is over 11. The age of men has to be 11 because I'm 11 years old. That makes sense. I don't... Uh... I guess the Demon King guy is on my side now. That's weird. I don't know why his side changed. But I guess I don't. I could have sworn I got into more fights with Vader 10 in this thread. Maybe I stopped after he called me a fucking moron. Who knows? This guy says, please don't force the new players to join the war. They're here to have fun, not to hate each other. This war is teaching you to hate each other. People took this very seriously. This was a big deal. This was actually a big deal in Roblox. We don't hate anyone. We just agree to Lord Nathan's a noob. And Demon is right. We are great. Okay, and then this guy says, never mind, we've established democracy, the war's over. Goodbye. And then I say, the Allies are still at war. Okay, this is what really pissed me off. The Allies are still at war. It ends when the fire stops. Also, this is Roblox World Clan War 1. Caleb never said he quit. He also said that near miss is a liar. So you are banned from this thread and are being ignored. So I have now cut near miss, the leader of the Roblox coalition, out of this thread. Because I'm very, which, like I said, it doesn't really matter. And, like, couldn't I have just said that, like, I was still at war with them? Even though, like, I don't understand what that part is, but whatever. And then he made an official post-war thread, too, which is awesome. Is he actually, did he ratio me? No, he didn't ratio me. Okay, never mind. I still got more posts on mine. That is so funny that he made an official post-war thread just to really confirm that this is a Yui810 guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, and now that that's all over, we're going to tighten our connections with the 101 first. Also, you see they have 2,000 members. You want to keep fighting now. And according to Caleb's blurb, he's falling over. He's just throwing salt in the wound, which honestly, yeah, good job. You know what? Fuck you, Yui810. I'm switching sides again. Fuck you, Yui810. I'm joining near miss guy. I like his energy. I like the double, triple, quadrupling down that he's doing right now. This is what I would do too, just to really fuck with this kid. I agree. You know what? Friendship with Yui810 ended. I am now, once again, back on the side of near miss and Vader 10. It's fine that you left the war. We don't care. That's your opinion. Also, the Allies theme song is Revolution by 4D0, which is, I think, another ATV Unleashed song. Says who? You aren't the leader of the Allies. It is most likely near miss. We won't listen to you. As you aren't close to being a major leader, I say we follow anything near miss says, because he would naturally know the most about clans. No, he isn't. I started the Allies, and everybody said they were allies with me, so those allies are my allies, and not near misses. I think he's right? Because couldn't the Allies just be the 24th Legion's allies? Although I guess I never changed it, that the allies I mentioned at the very beginning were different from whatever. I'm just trying to take control of this thread. Well, if you insist on continuing this, we can recruit the X101 first to our side and keep going with it. Honestly, I would have liked to see that conclusion, but I don't think he's being serious. Oh, wait, thank you, Nier. No, our side, not yours. I know. Okay, that's a good doubling down. You know what? That's a good line. That's a good line. I didn't want to change sides this early, but you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to go back to Yui810 on this one. I'm sorry. Near miss, it's been fun. Near miss, it's been fun, but I'm joining back with Yui810. That's what I gotta do. This guy, he's got balls. He's got balls. You just said that the three biggest whatchamacallits are going after him, and he said, bring it on. I like his spunk. He's got spunk. He's got energy. I'm joining back with Yui810. Also, then they would have 9, and we would have 43. Seems fair. I guess that's the number of clans, actually, not number of people. I'm not sure what those numbers are. Well, anyway, with us comes all of your loyal non-members and all X101 first members. Well, it's fair because you have all to powerful leaders, lol. Like, because it's all, I guess it's implied as 43 small clans versus 9 big clans. They should have gone through with this. 9 clans, you mean, which consists of 20 plus in each one, making over 180 plus members. That seems fair. And besides, you didn't start the Allies. I'm not even sure what the 24th Legion had to do with this war. True. The only clans that were mainly involved was RC, REF, Elite Wing, and the X101 first. You know what? Damn, I do like that Vader 10 guy. I'm switching sides again. I don't want to do this Yui810, but you leave me no choice. I'm switching back to Vader 10. Once again, fake. Now I'm calling fake numbers on him. I'm the guy who said that there was 1 million people in this war, and I'm calling fake. Yui cannot call fake numbers on someone else. That's bullshit. That's like, you can't do that. No, that's not happening. That doesn't make any fucking sense. What did Swarm, Flyboys, Umbrella Corp, and the 24th Legion have to do with this war? I think he's starting to get wise. I think he's starting to understand that all of these names I just made up. He's starting to get it. Oh no. Yui, there are 2 allies. The noob one that you lead and the real one by near miss. And what are your allies who had nothing to do with the war? I never heard your clan name in the forum saying, oh, the 24th Legion helped so much, thank you. True. Well, in this war. And then just to add insult to injury, the Empire of Larksun withdraws from the war. Larksun has left the war. He was with me on the first page. Now all of my allies are against me. This is so fucked. I forget it. World War I's over now. Go back. Get out of your mother's basements, 23-year-olds. That's a weird age to say. I don't care if I do this alone. I beat Army of 2 13 times. It's a weird achievement to say. Does anybody even remember Army of 2? Isn't that co-op only? Who'd you beat that 13 times with in co-op? What? I don't. Okay, so I get he's lone wolfing it now, I guess. He's talking about some shadows, I think. You know what? I'm gonna quit this war and watch you fall. Which is weird because they said they're already out of the war, so it doesn't really make any sense. But however, World War III will come soon. Trust me, I know. I guess the Roblox clan war. You hear that X101 first has atomic missiles. So does everyone else. What the fuck are you talking about? It's Roblox. What? Atomic missiles? And then finally, Master of War comes in here and says, the next time there's a group war, it will be played out on my map, which I am making for clans to build cities, not only for war, but you can also be used to help with recruitment, plus you can use weapons of your own against others, and the cities are destroyable. I will post rules soon, and we'll be working on the map. I don't think that went anywhere. So, the remaining 3 threads, so I guess you even didn't ratio me once the, all this was over, which is good. The remaining 3 pages are me going back in history. I mentioned that I came back to this a couple of times over the years. The first one was in August, which was just a month afterwards. However, later on, I went back to a year. I said that I made up everything, and it was also bullshit. And then I came back to it again in 2011 or 2011, and I once again said I was stupid. I couldn't even win a fight against near miss. I guess near miss was very easy to win a fight against. I didn't know that. And I came back another time. I just kept bumping it. What was the last time I bumped this? I feel like the last time I bumped this was probably with the... Oh, and I went through the, I went through all the, old comments. and I gave my commentary on why this post is so stupid. Which I mean, I just did again for the 5th time. I don't feel like I feel like I need to. I feel like I God, I just lost fucking track reading this. What am I talking about? I'm streaming? What? What the fuck? I don't think we need to read the rest of this. I just want to see. Oh, so I came back in 2015. Also, this guy's other people kept bumping it. Also, it looks like this guy bumped in 2014. I came back and bumped in 2015. There's another 2016 bump. There's a 2017 bump. And now there's a 2023 bump because I'm referring to it again. A classic piece of a classic exchange, a war of words between Yui810 and the others, which is interesting because this really isn't too different from the college RP or the Hickeyan thing or the Flash Jerka post. This is all, I keep getting myself in trouble over the same bullshit every single time. It almost makes this one feel like not as interesting, even though this is definitely the most classic piece of literature that there is. One of the most classic pieces of literature that I have about this post or this history. Anyway, we're already at the hour. Let me go to the point where all of my posts are done for World Robloxian Clan War 1, and then we'll continue next time. I told you 7 minutes in. I told you 7 minutes into the stream that the entire stream was going to be related to this one fucking thread. And what did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? We're an hour and 7 minutes in now. I was talking about that for the past hour. Okay. Oh, let's see what other posts were happening at the same time. It looks like there was a different thread called Strong Enemy where I was talking about the same thing. I made up more bullshit numbers here. I don't know if anybody called out those fake numbers. Oh, he believed that everything I said was true, actually. This says 27. What the fuck? Oh no, he's just making a, okay, whatever. There's more Robloxian Clan War. Lord Nathan's quitting. Stop the anti-X101 first noob clans. There's a lot of talking about this clan war shit. I'll see if there's anything noteworthy on any of these threads. The power of Roblox, read, very important. I saw my World War II thread going up. Oh, so here's a thread specifically dedicated about the 24th Legion. Where I recruit members. This guy, wait, this is my alt. Why am I, wait, oh, this is, what? That's so weird. This is from, I bumped this thread a month later and said with my alt, I will join. So there's 2 people who ever joined this. Oh, I guess there's a couple of other people who are in the group, apparently. This is a recruitment file for the 24th Legion. Here's what's opened. So there's a land force, an air force, and an armored force, and a navy force. There's a Fox company with the commander Yui810, the first platoon, first task force, which is full, second task force, which is full, general needed, a lieutenant. Oh, I got SD number 2 in this. That's a friend of mine from the whatchamacallit, the sports forums. There's a Tango company. Apparently there's some people in here. There's the Red Potato Company as the armored forces. Okay, this actually doesn't look that interesting, unfortunately. Um. Oh well. In the meantime of all this clan war stuff, there is 1,000 ways to get kicked out of Walmart. So at least that was going on at the same time. I pwned Lord Nathan in words. Lol, owned in words. What are you talking about? Interesting. Okay, it's so straight. This Caleb guy is like, it's screaming at him. I don't know if this is the Caleb guy that we were talking about before. I can't remember what cherry pie tastes like, but it's good, and I like pie, but there's never enough. Oh, look, there, Opa at the door. Better let her in. Oh, she sent me on a quest. I better make a quest to make a clan. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so stop ruining the threads. We're at the Demon King part. I don't see anything else of note here. It seems like I was mostly into my own thread. Oh, there's a World War II quiz question section. Oh, this guy actually never came back to his own quiz thread. I guess we'll never know what the real answer to that was. Guys, stop talking now, because those god-ass sons of bitches are killing our boys. Quote, Corporal Brant's my great-uncle, Iwo Jima, 1945. What the fuck are you talking about? Now I'm crying a little bit, not from the light, but just from this nonsense. I feel like I have to do these in like short intervals because I feel like if I get too deep into this, I start going into trance. Everybody else has World War II relatives. It's my own thing. Oh, I'm talking about the end of the world on 2012, which is interesting because this is 2009. Timeline of 2012. January 1st, Chuck Norris will become a country rock musician. Okay, good. There's a Shedletsky.com? Interesting. Okay, the thread's still going, and I did promise that I would keep doing this. What happened on today's test server? Huh, where am I? Oh, I'm logged in as Yui. How'd I get so many ticks? Maybe I'll shop later. I bred the Golden Crown and the Void Star. Fell asleep working on your Civ 4 mod again. Was I making a Civ 4 mod? I don't think I was. I think that's all made up. That's all of this is. Even the Vanilla Strawberry Legion is better than that. What is it named? Oh, the Awesomers. What? Come on, even the Vanilla Strawberry Legion is better than that. That's a pretty good own. Oh. A clan system is coming soon. That is the worst idea I've ever heard. Why can't you just make a clan with no requirements? Oh, wait, yeah, I got really upset when they did finally release the group feature because of course it was membership only. They realized how many kids were interested in doing this and they're like, "Oh shit, we can make some good money off it." Okay, I think the World Roblox clan whatever fucking stupid shit is done now. So, we're going to call it there. It's a few minutes early. It's an hour 15 rather than an hour 30, but we literally hard cold opened on the most important thread of this time. So that's that. That's number 7 Yui810 posts. The next stream I'll do is on Monday Morning Coffee, and then the Friday stream. I don't know what the next Friday stream is going to be, actually. I don't remember what I put, but we'll figure it out. I'm usually stream Monday, Friday, and sometimes on Wednesdays. If it's a stream on Wednesday, it'll be a surprise. Anyway, that's that. And I will see you guys all on the next one. And we will continue Yui810 posts at some point in the future. I'm still looking forward to that Dragonkin thread because that one is insane. But yeah,